Ramble.
Welcome to the TryPod. We are the Try Guys, Keith, Ned, Zach, and Eugene. Eugene's not here with us today, so joining us in the big boy chair is Miles B. Say what up, Miles.
Hey, what's up, Miles Nation?
Today we are talking about a lot of things. We're talking about stress. We're talking about our tour. Ned just went to his 10-year college reunion. Woo! So many things to touch on. But first, how are we doing this week, guys?
How are we doing? Well, it's Monday. Well, I know this. Everyone listens to it on Thursday, but it's Monday morning.
Is that a little trade
Monday,
secret?
9 a.m. We're recording this one early.
When do they think?
And guys, I am hyped.
You are?
I'm ready to be here, ready to go. The baby has been waking up at 5 a.m. New York time, which means it's 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. LA time.
I appreciate, even though you weren't in New York, you still call it New York time, you know?
Oh, that's just East Coast time. I call it New York time.
I love it.
Zach, as you may know, New York is the center of the universe.
I couldn't agree more.
As everyone that lives there will tell you.
To your question, Keith, when people think we record this, I think people just assume that things happen like the hour before they release always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that for our videos too. Whenever a video comes out, they're like, wait, they were in blank? And I'm like, no, clearly.
Wow, there's so much live streaming going on these days. Y'all heard of Ninja?
I've heard of him.
I'm just trying to keep in touch with like what the kids.
Yeah.
So our joke is that Ned is always about 3 months behind hot trends. So, but I wanted to let you know, this is the fastest he's been on. I know you're big into Old Town Road.
Oh yeah, I was on that before any of y'all, and like on it hard.
On it hard. This video is a few weeks old, but did you see this class of a bunch of children singing to it? Like
No.
I'm talking like
It's like elementary school.
first grade.
Yeah. Like basketball gym,
That
and he's
sounds
performing,
awesome.
and every kid is screaming every word.
And not just the chorus. They know
every word.
deep into the verse.
Crazy. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's about 100 kids screaming as loud as they can as Lil Nas X. I don't think he could
Jumping
sing over
completely out of beat and rhythm. Just jumping
wow.
I wonder-
independent of
I'm
the
just so
rhythm of the
excited.
song.
I did not see that one. I'm not up on that trend.
It's-
I haven't really been on the internet for the last 4 days.
them. Do you think Old Town Road is like the new backpack dance for kids?
Well, kids are doing the backpack dance in that video.
Fuck.
They're all doing Fortnite dances singing Old Town Road. It's a real internet, like, Infinity War.
I did
Just
see some
everything.
kids with the old hammer kicky punch thing.
What's
Yeah.
that one called?
I don't know, Ned.
That's called The Shoot because it was popularized by a song called Shoot by Block Boy JB.
Ned's
But
been
in
doing a little-
Fortnite, they renamed it The Hype. It's very controversial.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. I thought it was called The Hype.
Yeah.
So this weekend, I went to our friend Gabby Hanna's album release party. Well, so actually, I want to tell you guys about, I discovered something this weekend. It's one of those things that you stumble upon that you feel so compelled you have to share to others, even though it's kind of horrifying.
Like the dance of the school children singing Lil Nas X.
That's endearing and adorable. But yes,
This is like a higher level of share compulsion.
This is like, I couldn't believe that this type of thing exists, and I can't believe that everyone in the universe isn't talking about it.
Shoot.
Hype.
Boom, boom, boom. So I went to our good friend Gabby Hanna. She had an album release party, and I'm the only one who went because I'm the only good friend.
Okay, well, other people
was out of town.
I was supporting another friend who is doing a stage reading of a project they're working on. So
Well,
I was supporting the arts.
We all have to support. We're all patrons of the arts.
Supporting the arts
celebrating.
here.
So I found myself in a corner with some new friends, and we were just trying to, it's one of those things we had nothing to talk about. We were trying to find some common ground, and they had this compulsion where they had found this new dating reality show. And when I say new, it's new to us. It's a British reality dating show. Miles, your face is lighting up. You already know what I'm talking about. Because if you know this dating show, you know that there's nothing else worth talking about.
What's it called?
It's called Naked Attraction.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
Not even a clever name. It should be called like Bear Attraction, because then you get like almost a subtle double entendre. This goes straight to the fucking point.
I'm
So
interested.
So I'm going to tell you the title, Naked Attraction. What do you think the game show is?
It's probably Naked and Afraid with zero survival component.
Yes, I think it's like they have a man and a woman stand in a room. They take off their blindfolds. They see each other naked, and then they basically say "yeah" or "nah."
You're close, and it's even more horrifying.
Yeah,
than
it's
that.
like 10% of how crazy the show is.
So every week you get one dating subject. It could be a man seeking a man seeking a woman, or vice versa, you know? So in the episode of course, the most popular one online is a man judging women.
Right.
So that's the one that they talked about and the one that they showed me. So it's a man standing, and there are 5 like colored slats. And it rises 3 times. So the first time it rises and just shows them from the crotch down, totally naked.
Wow.
And then the guy, or sometimes the woman, goes up and judges like their body parts.
Ew.
And is like, yeah, and then has to eliminate one just based on that.
Oh my
Just
god!
based off the ankles.
Then no, it's like
No, it's
round one
based
is
on the
vagina, butt,
Yeah.
and ankles.
and ankles, and
All of it.
knees, and thighs,
I don't
and toes.
think I like this podcast anymore.
Then round 2 goes all the way up to the chest.
Yeah.
Round 3 shows their face. And every round he's eliminating someone.
So by the end, it's just 2 people
And
with their full bodies and faces exposed.
Round 4.
Is he naked too?
I
He's
was
not.
hoping for a little bit of a plot twist where it's like, all right, I'm selecting door number 3, and then it reveals their face. You know,
So
it's like
So it does
would be
do
good.
that. When
be
he
tricked.
when he eliminates someone, the eliminated person, you see their full body, and then they come out totally naked and be like, oh, they're British, so it's like, oh, thanks, love, appreciate you, thank, and then they hug, and then walk away.
show is gross.
It's so humiliating.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then the next round is you hear their voice, and then he eliminates someone again, and then it's down to 2 people, and then he comes out naked, and then they're all naked.
do they get a choice?
They don't get a choice.
This show's awful.
Yeah. But they're
Also,
talking
all
very...
these people want to be on the show. They
I
know
guess.
what it is.
But what's weird is that they're not being
I
like
think it's
totally...
promoting really bad stuff, though.
They're,
Yeah.
so like the another episode I watched was a woman, and she was basically just talking very like objectively about their dicks.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Well, that's must-watch TV.
it's just the most wild thing I've ever seen.
like a dick I've seen before.
This one's got a little mole on the side. Gotta watch out, get it checked.
And-
It's a lot more fun to watch the ones with the woman looking at the dicks because it's
Yes.
like she's like, he's got a big old bush, yeah, and then like it's fun, and then it's like the big guy, and then it's a lot less.
But then
Hunger Games.
the host is also this like about middle-aged British woman, and she's like, well, "What do you think about his butt over there? Yeah, maybe number 2. Could you give us a little jiggle of that? Oh, that's a pretty good butt. Doesn't move.
Show's awful.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Is this on television?
It's on television. It's like a real show.
But people are naked. Do they blur it?
no.
it's British
What?
TV.
Yeah. Oh,
You can be
yes.
naked on British TV?
Apparently.
What?
Yeah. And by the
Is it
way,
like their NBC is
and
just
I
network
have no
TV?
idea. And it's on YouTube, ripped, and also full naked.
How can YouTube let that go?
I don't know.
that's
YouTube gets upset when
YouTube.
we dress up as sexy ovens, and they're gonna let some British
The way you said
some
somebody wants
some bodies on the internet naked.
The video has like 2 million views.
Of course it does.
You would think that would be enough to trigger some sort of, human review. Maybe it already has been human
I'm
reviewed.
sure it's not
Maybe
monetized.
the humans let it,
but it should
pass.
be. It should be NSFW and should be age gated.
Yeah, I did watch it through the Try Guys account, our shared YouTube login. So
I'm just
you
gonna
do
recommend
that?
a few more. Sometimes you forget you're on the account. and
I
then-
remembered.
Yeah, I've done that too.
I watch everything on the Try Guys shared account. So
You're
we've
gonna
got
get us a gross dude strike.
a gross dude.
Yeah, they give. You get 3 gross dude strikes and you're out.
I was trying to think of some of the other what could be
Living
the-
in a basement, no air conditioning, in your mom's house.
I was trying to think of some of the other what could be the worst dating show that you could possibly invent.
Hard to think of
Hard to
something
top
worse
that.
than
What
that.
about fucking shoes? Where you both can't see each other's faces, but you just actually have sex with each other, and then you choose yay or nay.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Oh.
too.
In the dark,
You know,
yeah.
it's like just a hole in the bed sheet.
I heard fucking shoes, and I'm like, wait, they're gonna look at each other's shoes and decide if they want to have.
Well, that's fun
shoes.
too. You know, maybe you could get like DSW to sponsor that.
Mm-hmm.
We could do something based on our old series where you make people old,
Ooh, yeah.
and then it's like
that's
like
actually pretty good.
called Till Death.
Date me when I'm 80.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, I like that too. Date me when I'm 80. It's
Uh-huh.
almost rhymes.
What about friends with benefits? Two best friends of the people who are gonna be dating go on a date, and they try to decide if are you good enough for my best friend?
I like that.
That sounds actually just like Date My
That's
Mom.
just Brooklyn.
That sounds like
It's Brooklyn, baby.
I feel like
That's
MTV
just
actually did that.
How
Oh, really? That's
people
great.
get set up.
Wait, there's a brilliant dating reality show that I saw recently that's in the Netherlands where friends set up one friend on 3 blind dates. Or I'm sorry. It's on 3 meet cutes. But the date doesn't know that it's happening. And so it's like they'll be out at a bar and it's like, oh, look, this guy left his passport. Oh, he's pretty cute, huh? Oh, I think that's him up. And they like set up these very elaborate meet cutes and then they have no idea. And then at the end, it's revealed.
Wow.
I think it's
It's a whole gotcha.
That's
think
like a
it's
catfish.
awesome.
That's awesome.
That's kind of fun.
I would feel betrayed because
Yeah.
like the guy clearly knows or the person knows that they're
Right.
dating. But
It's like, how did we meet? Well, it was this really cute story. Turns out it was all fake,
Fake.
but it was really
It was
cute. He
very
dropped his
romantic,
sunglasses.
but since we didn't know each other, it was very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Because romance to a stranger is creepy, right? Like
Go on.
being romantic to someone you don't know, that is typically like invasive, right? Because romance would be something like if you're in a relationship, like taking a moment to be tender
don't.
and sweet.
Right. We don't have
and that's-
HR.
Yeah.
That's not. Oh, that's exactly why I can't.
That's my boss right there.
yeah, show us the ways in which you can't touch
I
Miles.
do know Miles. I know Miles, and I have a very wow.
Yeah, thank you. This is a soft sweater. This is Eugene's sweater, actually.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Eugene-
from his
yeah.
old clothing.
Eugene-
drawing.
Oh, you're not joking.
No, Eugene brings his old clothes to the office and I take them.
That's true.
and they fit you.
They fit me perfectly. They're a little tight, just a little tight.
Well, but that's the way Eugene would want it.
Exactly.
He would want it just a little tight to
Yeah,
show off.
yeah, yeah.
Show off the.
You need to lower your voice a timbre and a half to be Eugene.
I don't really get that.
Okay, I don't know. That's doing bad things for me.
We were on the topic of nakedness, and
Yes.
I just realized that this weekend I had a surprise.
Naked?
Surprise naked.
Really?
Yes. So often people tag people who kind of maybe look like me.
Oh, because that's
on-
a big thing.
Yes, a lot of people, especially on Instagram and Twitter, people are always texting me or sending me pictures of people that they know that look like me. Basically, it's just a white guy with glasses and a part.
How
We
does
really
this
don't look
end
that
up-
much alike. Huh?
How's this end up naked?
Well,
Oh, buckle up, young Fulmer.
so I always see tweets when people are like, my friend looks like you or something. So it just is tagged. And this one just says, you kind of look like at Keith Habs, but it didn't show me who he was taking. So I'm curious. So I see what they've tagged me in. And it's a man naked cooking in his kitchen saying that he loves the nudist life and he's just cooking breakfast. But it's a guy who doesn't really look like me, but he's just standing totally naked. Like dick all over the place. Nice dick, I have to say. Dick all over the place making eggs. And I'm just thinking, this fan saw this naked man and said, you look like Keith Habs. Now, does that mean that this fan imagines that my body also looks like that guy's body?
Well, she's probably seen a lot of your body. We all have.
Yeah, I know. So, but
we all have.
we all have, yeah. But it was, I did not expect to click through and see a
Can
naked
you pull
man.
up that naked man?
I sure can.
I want to know what he looks like, and we'll
Yeah.
try to the
Oh,
best of
boy.
our ability to describe this surprise naked.
Talk about surprise naked. You wouldn't think that this connects, but I went to my 10-year reunion this weekend.
All right.
My
well,
10-year college reunion. I went to Yale University, class of 2009, Pearson College.
I was a little excited to hear about your reunion, but now knowing that it ends in a surprise naked, I'm on board.
Yeah. So, I saw my old friends. It was great. I saw, the old, my old hangouts, visited my old dorm room, all that stuff. Took a lot of cute photos of my baby and my wife all
Do you know, by
together
the way,
wearing Yale gear.
Do we know if college reunions are popular? Because I know about high school reunions, but I've never.
College reunions are more popular
Really?
than high school reunions.
Really?
Yeah.
What about you, Keith? You did
At
a high
least in-
school, but not a college?
I only did the high school. I didn't get invited to my college if they even had one.
Maybe they had one and they're just like, Keith's not coming.
Should have been right now, like the same time as Ned's, right? Because
Yeah.
we graduated at the same time.
There's so many people in college.
I mean, it depends on what college you go to. Some of them have like 40,000 people, but others are smaller. I saw some friends I hadn't seen in 10 years and picked up right where we left off, which was very nice. And then others that I vehemently avoided eye contact with. And it worked. Totally chill. Like that, everyone's just a little awkward.
Right, Ned, please
Okay.
pause the story. We have Keith's naked man. Oh, the face does kind of look like
I think
you.
I want to look at this.
Bacon. That's full day. Oh,
I'm
you-
not going to look
pancake.
at that. I'm not going to look at
All right, so the
I
first-
will. I saw his face and I say, Keith, it looks close enough like you that I could see
All right,
the
well,
relation.
Here, my thumb is going to block his penis on each photo.
I don't
So the
wanna
first
see
photo is him bald with some pancakes, and he's kind of doing it from like the
This
top
man's
up.
face will haunt my dreams.
Looking
his eyes
down.
are
You should
bright,
see his schlong.
wide open.
And the caption is bacon pancakes, pancake emoji, at home, nude, of course, winky. Second photos from behind, butts out, a nice firm buttocks. Keith, I would say that's what I've seen your butt. Pretty similar.
Wow.
My
My butt has improved lately. I have a much stronger butt.
The third is him flipping the pancake into the air, but you can tell there's a little hop in his torso because that's not the only thing flipping.
Hey.
And the final photo, they have both landed. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say doesn't look like you.
No, but
Yeah.
I think if you completely shaved your head and,
We know what
kept
that
that
looks like.
workout plan going.
Well, you also need
You would look like
He
this
is
guy.
he is fitter than me.
his facial hair is more of chin strappy than yours.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
want to thank the person that added you. It's very funny, and he didn't actually at you to
Right.
say. He was more asking if the other guy knew
Yeah.
that he looks like you.
But he tagged me.
But he tagged you, so he
Yeah.
wanted you to know.
Yeah.
Maybe he just tagged you though, so the other guy could find you.
Maybe.
All right, Ned, you were talking about your
Okay,
old
so
happy
let's
memories.
cut to the naked part.
Wow.
I found out that late into Saturday night, around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., my friends, some of my college roommates that do not have babies, went to a time-honored Yale tradition called a naked party.
Naked party.
There was
guys
a naked
heard about
party.
this?
I've heard about it from you.
I know that Yale does naked parties.
Yale does these naked parties
But wait,
that
real
are
quick.
not orgies. They're
Oh.
very
Sure.
sure.
Okay, you can't say it's very, very not sex related. I'm sure it's a little sex related.
I have been to one, and it was decidedly not sexual.
Okay, so during the reunion week,
Yes.
are there underclassmen still there, or is it cleared out just for y'all to
Yes,
run
there
up?
are some select underclassmen. Many are working reunion. Many are Try Guys fans. Shout out
Hey.
to everyone who
So
said hi.
wow, so they saw you naked at the naked party.
No, I did not go.
go
I
to
did
the
not
naked
go. I
party.
went to bed.
Okay, yeah. So
very
for
early.
our listeners, Ned did not go to the naked
Why do you
party.
have- we just looked at somebody else's dick, and now.
No, I just wanted to be clear.
I did not.
Ned definitely did not.
did not go. I would tell you if I went. I'm not ashamed to say I went to one in college. That's how I can tell this story with such vivid detail because I'm referencing my memories of 10 years ago.
And that's a party you never forget.
It really is. So there's a disrobing area.
Oh.
Everyone enters the party, and first they're in the atrium, the disrobing
Wow.
area.
I'm picturing this in the middle of fucking Yale winter, and you're like, oh god, gotta take off all my.
Yeah, no,
Gotta
it
take my
would
scarf
happen
off.
in the winter, especially in the winter, because that's when you really want to let loose. This party at reunion was apparently held on the stage of a black box theater that was in the basement of one of the dorms.
It was on college campus?
yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Is that-
because college students let the 10-year reunion people
Is
in.
it legal?
It's not legal, and I don't really know.
What level of nudity is illegal and where? Okay, naked illegal in public.
Yeah.
Yale private.
Yale's a private
You
university.
can be
So-
naked in private.
But, it's probably being naked in an on-campus facility is not...
Against university.
I mean, this is like a public place in the university.
I'm just wondering, are we
But I
accidentally?
think if you're naked in your dorm room, that's fine.
Well, you gotta be. You gotta.
Right?
Is
Right.
that true?
Hopefully.
I just want to make sure we're not accidentally whistleblowing the whole.
No.
It's a huge scandal to break tomorrow.
Did anything scandalous happen at the naked party?
I'll just describe what a naked party is like so that you know.
Please, hit me.
Something scandalous always happens at a naked party.
Of course.
But I don't know any details of this specific one. So after you disrobe in the disrobing area, you enter the party. Shirts, shoes, and socks on, of course. But you don't wear shirts. You're not a monster. Everyone's naked.
So you don't Pooh Bear around the party?
No. You would actually get very much criticized and shunned. You would be forced to
Shunned?
leave and then come back when you're fully naked.
I once Pooh Beared around my house where I just was about to get in the shower. And for the first time, I decided, I'm just going to take my pants off first. And then I decided to leave my shirt on. And I just started kind of doing chores. And then I forgot that I have a dog camera that's automatically triggered. And so my girlfriend has video of me doing yoga, cleaning up magazines, and it's just a shirt and nothing else.
Hey, you just post that on Instagram.
It's pretty good.
I hear they allow it.
Okay, so no Pooh Bearing allowed at the
No
party.
Pooh Bearing allowed. One of my friends was wearing an open-face Hawaiian shirt, completely unbuttoned, and
That's
he
hot,
said
though.
that people made him take it off.
Wow.
So you go to this party, and it's not like a sex party. People aren't orgying around, sexing each other. Just standing around chatting or dancing, but not really touching each other. I remember the one I was at, I tried to get as close as possible to people so I didn't have to look down at them. Everyone's kind of holding their drink very close to their chest, talking, maybe cutting loose a little bit. Maybe bouncing, dancing on the dance floor with everything bouncing around.
Is it bad form to be like, hey, that's a nice set of balls you got going on? Because I feel like it's right there. You kind of have to talk about it.
From my memory, it was just an ordinary party where people just were naked.
Nobody made out.
Talk about being naked.
Because all parties I've been to in college, somebody makes out, and that would escalate so much faster.
You would get a boner.
Yeah.
And everyone would see.
Everyone see your boner. No, so I don't think that people were. If they're making out, they're certainly not doing more. But then
There's got to be a sexy room.
So that's just the thing is there's the main room and then there's side rooms.
Aha. There it is.
I definitely saw some people, having sex accidentally on
Wait, they were
side
accidentally
court. No, I accidentally saw them. They
Oh,
were
was it?
definitely having sex.
Well, because an accidental sex at a naked party is more easy to believe than
That's
accidental
true.
sex at a...
Yeah.
I fell over and all of a sudden I don't know what was happening.
We both fell.
Again and again and again.
Again.
So yeah, there's definitely some ancillary sex stuff going on, but it's not like
That's a normal college party.
That's just a normal
I would
college
think
party.
A real crazy rager.
Real
crazy
rager.
I didn't have parties anywhere as cool as that.
No,
in
I was
college.
playing beer pong exclusively.
All my college parties were in the shitty part of Boston because that's where everyone could afford to have these, big decrepit houses, and they were all
not
basement
in
parties.
dorms.
No, well, my college didn't have dorms, or rather, sorry, we had dorms. We didn't have frats.
Where did you live?
We had the dorms were very small,
In Boston?
but everyone lived off campus, and they were just there was one or. I think there was one frat in my college, and it was for the people, sorry, no offense, who couldn't make friends otherwise. That was the reputation of it. But all of our parties were in these damp, crowded basements. They were just called basement parties, and we would have a really shitty garage rock band play, and everyone would be kind of cramped in like sardines, and that was our partying. Loved it.
So everyone had their clothes on?
Yeah, it was crazy. I know.
Weird.
We were super big nerds.
We didn't have naked parties at my college, but we did have a great party at my house called Swapapalooza, where everyone would come and clothes they wanted to lose. And every 7 minutes, you would bang a pan or a gong, and you would have to swap one article of clothing with somebody else at the party.
That's amazing.
That's gross.
And then that's icky.
All college parties get so hot and sweaty.
Well, exactly.
That is so gross.
Yeah, and then you're losing items. Once it gets 1 a.m., 2 a.m., that's when you lose the clothing.
They
so
all
that
go
way
away.
people are wearing underwear and a scarf.
This was something you hosted.
We hosted the party. But it was passed down to us by seniors when we were freshmen. Yeah.
How many people lived in your house?
So we had 5 guys living in there.
A rowdy house?
It was a rowdy house full of boys. We definitely had a lot of parties. And we had a big basement that was just
That's clutch.
full access. Yeah.
Keith, you threw some good college parties.
Through a lot of parties. I'm trying to think of the weirdest one, and it was a joke that kind of got out of hand. We had a. It just came. There was a while where people doing like a Photoshop battle of me for some reason.
Photoshop battle.
Yeah, my friends were just making Photoshopped images of me. They just weren't. They were just making them and putting them on Facebook. And one of them had me in like a military getup, and somehow someone else believed it. And like it's like Keith's in the military. It's like, oh yeah, we're having, and it happened to be when we were about to have a party. It's like, oh yeah, we're having a party this weekend. He's leaving. And then like. It snowballed into this party that was called the Keith is going to Iraq party.
Oh my God!
But we didn't think anyone believed it, and we didn't have any decoration. There was nothing to make it seem like that. It was just what we were jokingly
you needed
calling
to
it.
come up with a dumb Facebook invite name every week. So
and people showed up thinking I was being deployed. I'm like, guys,
no.
When would I've been here in college the entire year. You would have known if I was in the military.
You think I'm going to Iraq now?
You think I'm just going to go having not trained at all? I'm not in the National Guard. I'm not in anything. Like, there's no way I could just go.
Keith, I'm gonna miss you so much.
Yeah, somebody did do that.
Thank you for being so brave.
Keith, while we have this one last night together, I just want to
show you my
sex with you.
I want to show you my ball sack.
I just want to invite you to my naked party. Yeah, I did a lot of parties, and we had apartments. All the apartments had themes. So I lived in Pangea, just decorated with a bunch of dinosaur stuff.
Not with things from every country smashed together.
No, it was old. It was just like dinosaur Pangea was the idea, and it ended up being an apartment that was just passed through generations, but kind of became a frat house of sorts, because we left and we gave it to our underclassmen, and they left and gave it to their underclassmen, and it just stayed in the same cycle of the improv mafia for so long, and it became so gross because when you don't give it back to the rental agency, they don't fix stuff.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Because the people who are assigned the lease are like, yeah, I'm okay with this, and in the college town, they're not going to fix anything that people are already living in. They only fix it in between.
But they will charge you $50 more a year.
They did. But it was like, apparently it got so disgusting that like, I think when they finally ended the lease, the rental company was just appalled, and obviously they didn't get their security deposit back, but it was our security deposit. I got mine back because I handed off to the next people. So only the last people really
just got
lost
totally
it.
fucked.
They got boned, but it was like $100. It wasn't the worst.
What about your Snuggie parties?
Oh yeah, well
I love that one.
They weren't Snuggie parties. They were just that we accidentally. Oh man, have I told this story on this yet?
Never.
Okay, so here's the legacy of the Forever Lazies and Snuggies.
Wait, what are the Forever Lazies?
They're the same as Snuggies, but they're onesies made of fleece.
This is one of Keith's greatest stories.
In 2010, we decided it would be really funny for the 4 of us that I lived with. It was me, Mark, Brian Will, and Tins. His name is Tins. It's not Tins, but it's Tins. We were like, let's get 4 big, extra large pink Forever Lazies, and we'll wear them in Chicago in the winter because it's so cold. And we had an old apartment that was very drafty. So we ordered them, and we were like, okay, oh, how cool. Every Forever Lazy comes with a free Snuggie. That's fun. We'll have some Snuggies.
Oh, so the same company.
Same company.
Same company.
We'll have Snuggies for our girlfriends and Forever Lazies for us.
One's called a Snuggie, and one's called a Forever Lazy.
Yes.
Like, Snuggie sounds like kind of cute and fun.
Forever Lazy is sad.
Just sounds really sad.
And it sounds like a disease.
It's a sad.
Like I have stacked up old pizza boxes.
It's a hooded fleece onesie that goes over your whole body. It has a little zipper butt flap.
I love
Hilarious.
like Snuggie's like, it's for cuddling. Forever Lazy is like, we're just gonna cut to the chase. We know you're having a real rough winter. Life sucks. You're miserable. Let's fucking do this.
So we want you to be able to play as much Xbox as possible. So we have a butt flap in the back, so when you have to take a dump, you don't have to unzip
That's what it's
it.
for.
2010, height of the Snuggie craze. They are everywhere. It's like they're like fucking Furbies. They're just people are trying to snatch them up left and right.
So we order them, and it takes like a month, and they finally come. And I get the box. I go upstairs and I open the box.
Christmas morning,
and there's 4 blue medium Forever Lazies and 4 Snuggies.
Well, that won't fit you.
That won't do. That's not what we ordered either. So we call the Snuggie company, and they're like, "Oh, our bad. We'll send you another one." Like, great.
And at this point, was it the size or the color that you were more upset about?
It was the color. We wanted the pink Forever Lazies. That was the joke, and the blue was not as obvious a joke.
Yeah, they were, because I bet you they were like that dark blue.
No, they were just bright royal blue. So it was more important that we had the pink Forever Lazies. So, but they don't have it. They're like, okay, we'll send you another one.
How was their customer service?
They were hard to get a hold of, but ultimately they were like, fine, we'll send you another one. They sent us another one 2 weeks later. I go downstairs. I get the box. I open the box. 4 blue medium Forever Lazies.
Shut up.
And 4 more Snuggies.
Oh, man.
So right now we have 16 pieces of fleece that we didn't really want.
And every time you call, it's like, "Hi, sir. Yeah, no, you can keep the old Snuggies. That's on us." They didn't make you send them back?
So the next time we call, they're like, well, you're going to need to send those back now because it's too much of our inventory. And we're like, okay, well, you need to send us a prepaid box to send them back because
you're in college.
You made a mistake. They're like, fine, we'll send you another one.
Well, and also 16 Snuggies. That's heavy.
Yeah. So
It's a $20 shipment?
Shipping's more than the cost of a Snuggie.
a month goes by and we haven't gotten the Snuggies that are replaced. So we call again and say, hey, where are our Forever Lazies?
And why did you want these again?
Because it was winter.
Because they're in too deep.
We wanted them. But at this point,
just cuz.
And it's February.
Just cuz.
Just cuz. Winter's almost over, and we haven't gotten them. So
in this time, are you wearing the Forever Snuggies?
Of course we are.
You need them.
Yes, we're wearing them.
Did you ever wear 2 at once?
I definitely was in a Forever Lazy under a Snuggie once.
Wow.
It was too hot. So, okay, a month goes by, they don't get it, we ask for them again. And then one day I go downstairs for the delivery and there are 4 giant cardboard boxes. I'm like, oh no. I go upstairs, I open them. Not a single pink Forever Lazy. It is now 12. But we never ordered quantities of 12. It's 12 blue Forever Lazies and somehow like 20 Snuggies. And none of them are what we want.
Are they all medium?
And yeah, they're all just different sizes. Some are large now, but they're not what we asked for.
I imagine there's like at the control room they have a monkey and they're like, "Monkey, go fast!" He's like, "Fucking pushing all the buttons."
So we're at like almost 50 pieces of fleece, and these are all like a foot by 6-inch boxes.
Wow.
And we have 50 of these. So I'm like, oh my God, this is getting out of control. And I'm the only one home this day too. Like I'm just at home and I go and I just lay them all out and they cover our entire floor of our living room. Like it is taking up like so many square feet. And I'm like, what do we do? And I just take a picture of it. I'm like, I don't know what to do. We have to tell the Forever Lazy company again that we still don't have what we've ordered. They're like, you have to send it back. And we say, you have to send us a box. And they're like, no. And then they just send us. And eventually they finally send us 4 pink Forever Lazies and another 8 Snuggies.
Wow.
They're literally just saying, just send these guys anything. that must be what's happening in the facility. So we end up with 76 pieces of fleece.
You single-handedly bankrupted the company.
We had so much fleece and we had to fill it in our back room. And then it just started being at parties that if people needed to crash, they would just be gifted a Forever Lazy and Snuggie set that they were expected to take with them. And then when we finally moved and we were moving away, we just had a party where everyone has to take a Snuggie home. You had to. Like the part of coming to the party was you didn't have to pay to give us money for alcohol, but you had to take a Snuggie away.
Wow. What an exhausting
Was
saga.
everyone wearing Snuggies at the party?
Oh yeah.
But it was
Forever
also,
Lazies.
it was a Snuggie/naked party, so they had the butt flaps on backwards. And
Yeah, of
everyone's
course.
crotches
Yeah,
were out.
yeah, crotch.
I've got some pictures in here of us, like Becky and Forever Lazies, us and Forever, because we just had so many. Like sometimes they would get messy. We're like, great, throw it out, open a new one. Like if you spilled coffee on yourself, like, well, that's garbage now. Get rid of it.
Down to Goodwill you go.
Wow. It was so funny. I would build like walls out of the Forever Lazies and we break through the boxes because it was a toy of quantity.
Yeah.
It was just how often do you have 80 boxes that are like shoe boxes of Forever Lazies?
Only if you're running a bad warehouse company.
We had a warehouse. Like, we gave them away. We gave them as gifts at our active area shows. We'd like give them to audience members. We just had so many. It seems like we could never run out.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I had an accidental college reunion this weekend where it was a friend's birthday.
Oh, right.
And my friend, I feel like there's this. I have my close college friends, and then there's my extended college friends who adore, I love, and I really only see them if someone has a birthday. Oh, you just said, oh, right, because this is a part of the story I wasn't going to tell. Keith and I were out to pizza, and two of the guys that I was about to hang out with the next night showed up to the same pizza place with us.
Oh, weird.
With all these board games. And so I was about to leave and drive Keith to his next event and then go to Gabby's thing. And I'm like, oh, I'll just hang out with you guys for 2 hours and play board games real quick. And it was fucking awesome. It was like, what a wonderful delight. And then a friend from out of town rolled in, and like we just hung out at this place. So serendipitous. But
what games do you play?
we played, oh God, was it called like Scroll or something? It's this betting game with these little tiles. I'll find out the name. It was simple, but it was all about deception. It was like a bluffing game. Those really stressed me the fuck out. I waited until I won a game, and then I flipped everyone off and left. I'm not kidding. I went, later, everybody. I won. But so the next night, it was at this batting cage in Koreatown called Strike Zone. And it's a digital, like they have this basically computer interface where there's a pitcher, like you see the pitcher pitching at you, but then a real ball comes out. And then based on the power of your hit, like you see like the players running around the bases, which is really fun. But so it was his birthday party, and I noticed like, wow, this is so great. You get everyone together. A birthday is just an excuse to like get everyone that you want in one place. And I go up to Jamie, the guy, the birthday boy, and I'm like, that's so great. You know, I'm glad that you did this. And he's like, oh yeah, well, I mean, it's not my birthday. And I'm like, what? And he's like, oh, I just told everyone it was my birthday because I wanted to come to this batting cage. And I needed everyone to chip in so that we could all go to the batting cage. And so it was, his birthday's in November.
Wow.
No one noticed that he
That's
was
so
totally
funny.
fucking lying. And it was just a full ruse because he's like, yeah, I just missed everyone. I just wanted to get everyone together. And I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, next time, because I tried to get a group together to go to this same place, Strike Zone. I couldn't. Everyone was like, oh, I'm busy, like last second. And I'm like, if I just told you it's my birthday, it's the ultimate trump card.
Yeah.
That man is a legend.
It's a fucking legend. You
I
throw
don't know when your birthday is.
I
no
do.
one. Yeah, well, you would.
I know when
I-
your birthday is.
Yeah,
Keith.
I know yours because it has the same number as my wife's, but
Right.
it's 2 months later.
She always says, "You're my 2-month birthday buddy." I'm like, that's not a
Doesn't
thing.
make sense, but okay, Becky.
We're not connected at all, but I'll take it. So that's my new move. Next time I want to do something, I'm just gonna fucking tell everyone it's my birthday. It's great.
Good call.
Everyone loves you.
Yeah, it's Ned and I's birthday months.
Yes, we're Geminis.
But we're not gonna be doing anything for your birthday.
No.
Well, we are. We're gonna be doing everything.
All
for
of
your
our
birthday.
birthdays, I think, this summer are totally overshadowed by everything else going on. I mean, the three of us all have birthdays during all the crazy things that are happening, whether it be rehearsals for the tour or the book being published, which is on my birthday, or us being on tour, which is on your birthday.
Well, let's break it down. Our first, I believe, tech run through is on Ned's birthday. So that's
Yeah.
going to be about a 12-hour day.
Yeah, slow, long day.
Exhausting.
In a town 2 hours from here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not doing we're getting for our show, a live tour, we're getting this like warehouse.
It's a rehearsal theater.
It's a theater. No, apparently it's because theaters themselves are too expensive in Los Angeles. So we're driving 2 hours away so we can have an actual theater that's the same, like, roughly the same capacity and amenities as the theaters that
And
we're
we're
going to be
loading-
performing in.
Loading in all of our lights and our stage. Yes, I said stage.
A stage.
Our tour is having a fucking dope-ass custom-built stage.
It's
Yes.
unbelievable.
With lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be lit.
But like cool lights.
Yeah, a lot of lights.
Like rock star lights.
And then that next week we're gonna fly to New York because our book comes out and we're doing some book signing events there. And our book releases on Keith's birthday, which is also gonna be like one of those ridiculous 12-hour days where we're being shuttled
Yeah,
around.
we're going to rehearse in the morning of my birthday for the show because we're out of town, so we can't be rehearsing for our show. That's 3 days after the book comes out.
completely unceremonious. ceremonious.
So yeah, we'll be very busy
well,
on my
actually,
birthday.
very ceremonious, just not ceremonious for your birthday.
Right, yeah. There's plenty of other stuff to be excited about. And then we're on the second leg of the tour, about halfway through the second leg of the tour during your birthday,
No,
right?
the very end.
Is it the very end?
It's
Oh,
like
yeah, you're right. It's
three
like the
shows
third
to
last
go.
show.
And we're going to be in New York, my home city, at the Beacon Theater on my birthday.
That's
which is
awesome.
The coolest thing. Actually, I probably have the best birthday out of all of us.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
you're gonna have the end of the tour.
I
We're all
fucking-
gonna.
But also still, like everything in this summer is more exciting than the individual. I'd rather people celebrate like us than just the fact and like the work that we did rather than the fact that I just happened to pop out of my mother on this day.
Right.
If you want to come see us, we'll be in Los Angeles June 21st, Phoenix June 22nd, Denver June 24th, Kansas
This
City
is
June 25th,
miserable.
Minneapolis June 26th, Chicago June 27th, Milwaukee June 28th, Detroit June 29th, Cleveland June 30th, San Jose California June 10th, July 10th, San Diego California July 14th, Irving July
This is
18th, San
terrible
Antonio
radio.
July 19th, Austin July 20th, Houston July 21st, Atlanta July 23rd, Washington July 25th, New York July 26th, Boston, Massachusetts July 27th, and finally Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the Met Theater July 28th.
Wow, did you guys hear that? That was everyone unsubscribing from the podcast. All it was.
No, I think they loved it.
Make fun of me, but if you live in one of those 20 cities, you would be freaking out because you heard the name of your city. I certainly would because they never say Jacksonville,
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah,
Neither did we.
Never
Yeah.
do.
We will someday.
Yeah, tour routing.
We'll
rough.
do our Jacksonville tour where it's like 5 nights in Jacksonville and we just fucking go just
Yeah.
give it to them.
There's so much cool stuff. This weekend, Zach and I met up. We were working on the music with our producer, the same producer who did my Lou Burger album, who helped us make the music when we hosted the Streamies. Jay is really a brilliant sound engineer and creator. He's awesome.
Because people, I think, have no idea what this show is going to be because we haven't really told much yet. And we're going to start teasing some of that out. But it starts with like an 80s glam rock inspired, just fucking, it's an epic
Original music.
original song. And
Wow.
it is, not like, okay, a lot of YouTubers go on tour and they're like, I can sing. You're going to listen to me sing. And it's like, okay, no, please sit down. This is like, we're going to give you spectacle.
Yeah, we're going to do that, and you'll say, please stand up, because it's going to be so epic.
But we were like, I knew the song was like cool based on like when Jay was here and we were just playing on acoustic guitar. But hearing it come to life in the studio, like I got chills, man. It's fucking cool. I'm gonna play it for you later, Miles.
please.
It's like unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
And we were teasing how the show starts. Like it's rock and roll, man. I feel like we're just living in kind of our childhood dream. We're like, okay, well, if we're gonna go on a tour, we're not gonna just stand on stage. We're gonna give you spectacle.
Yeah.
But the show at this point
I
is...
mean, my childhood dream was to be a stand-up comic, so...
Well, okay, so yeah, I mean, you can...
There is going to be some standing up on stage.
Yeah, we do
and
talk.
be
We
funny.
also
Yeah,
talk.
I thought you were going to say, like, well, my childhood dream was to be an astronaut. I was like, well, we can have a rocket.
For Jacksonville, you should just do stand-up. Ned's night at the
Yeah,
Jacksonville
that's-
Theater.
Ned's night at the Ha Ha Lounge.
Actually, you bring up a good point, though, because it is like we're bringing in a lot of elements of the different things we like to do. So there is some stand-up. There's a little bit of theater. There's a little bit of interactivity.
Some improv.
Dance, games, flavors,
And
sounds.
friendship.
Really, a lot of senses will be pleased. Your eyes will be pleased.
And,
your ears will be pleased. Your mouths may be pleased. Your hands will be pleased. And your heart will be filled with pleasure.
But as we are recording this, we're under 20 days away
Oh my God.
from the show.
We're
Wait,
not
June-
even under. We're like very
18
under.
days
June,
away.
June 21st,
16 days
right?
away?
Boo.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
17 days? 18 days
18.
away.
We this week we're starting rehearsals and like we're like going in like for 9 in uninterrupted days.
Yeah.
And then it's going to continue when we're in New York. There's a lot still left to do.
I know.
I'm very stressed out and I'm very excited. I'm ecstatic and I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
But I got a haircut last week and with our good friend David, and he goes, "Oh no, what's happening?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Well, you have about double the gray hairs since I last saw you. And it right back here on the back here, apparently like up front is natural gray hair, but back here is like, oh, that's stress.
Oh no.
And it's just stress related gray hairs that are popping up. I have no problem with that. I think they look great.
Yeah.
Dope. I love it.
You know, at the reunion, there were some guys that had like nearly full heads of graying hair.
Yeah.
And the trend I noticed was it was like
Finance?
all of the finance
Yep.
guys.
Yeah.
And I mean, they look good, but it made me imagine that their jobs are really stressful.
It's no secret that, you know, I have receding hair, and I feel like just every week we talk, when we go in our tour meetings, the little remaining hairs just go pop, 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 and they're just jumping off. They're like, abandoned ship! Get out of here! Gentlemen, it's been an honor playing with you this evening, and some of them are just playing violin as the rest of the hairs are sinking on the ship.
Oh no.
I went to the dentist, and it turns out I've been gritting my teeth at night.
Uh-oh.
I wonder why.
A lot of unconscious stress. So I got a mouth guard, and you're supposed to, which I got a custom mold mouth guard, which like put me back almost $1,000. I've told you about when we were doing this for Patreon. I told you guys I have a wonderful dentist, but he has a very thick Israeli accent. So he just tells me things that he has to do, and I'm like, okay, sounds good. And then the nurse comes in. I'm like, wait, we said what? So anyway, I get this mouth guard, and I looked at it. And so it's supposed to like unconsciously your mouth pops open when you touch it in the middle of the night, right? I took the mouth guard out, and I'm like grinding into the plastic. It's like I'm ripping plastic apart. So there's a waste of about $850.
You should have just gotten a $10 sports mouth guard,
Yeah,
boil that sucker and smack it right in. Burn your lips a little bit, but you are ready to go out there on the football field.
And that's
Pop
good
Warner.
because, yeah, it's good. I'm ready to sleep and or get into a fight. How are you guys doing with stress?
I'm not too stressed.
How do I deal with it, or how am I doing with it?
I'll ask both, because I just told you how I'm doing and how I'm dealing, and it's a big bad for both.
I mean, there's a lot going on, and I think that I'm dealing with it by trying to get it all done during the weekday and try not to worry about it at night, because you know, got to keep that relationship healthy. You don't want to put your stress on the other. Also, like,
Yeah, well, some of our work days have gone till 10 p.m. though.
yeah, no, I mean, this next week is going to be a little crazy.
Well, I told Maggie, because my girlfriend works during the week sporadically, and I was like, okay, well, I was looking at her schedule, and really tonight is like our last chance for the next 2 weeks to hang out. Like, that's it. She's working next weekend. I'm going to be like in rehearsals. And then we had a meeting thrown on at 6 p.m. tonight. I'm like, all right, well, that's it. This has to come first.
Yeah.
I do kind of what you're saying, Keith, where I try and really like separate work and life, because when I'm at home, I really have to be keyed into what the baby's doing. I can't really work from home that well, because the baby's a baby.
Baby's a person.
Knock stuff over, and you gotta go run over and be like, "You doing okay, baby?"
You have another full-time job.
Yeah, you're
being a father.
Thank you very much.
And
but yeah, it's like
another
really
full-time job,
seriously
being
true.
a daddy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dada
no.
and daddy.
That has got me working night. Wow, we did it. I feel gross. Here, let me give you a little preview of what being a daddy was like this morning. This is fatherhood daddy.
Is this going to be audio? Okay, so Ned's
don't
it's
really
a
need
video of Wes. He's pulling him like he's in a little dog sled, and he's making noises.
Oh, that looks like the most fun. My God, will you do that to me? Will you do that for me?
Ned, I've been asking you to do this for ages, and Wes has no idea what's going on.
My brothers and I used to play that game when we were like 5 or 6. We would put it, except we would go in the end of a sleeping bag and zip it entirely closed. You'd be dragged around and you'd guess where you were in the house.
That's fun.
So you drag around and say, okay, where do you think you are? And if you got it wrong, you had to get out and pull them. But if you get it right, you had to be pulled again, because it's fun to be pulled. It sucks
you're
to pull.
completely zipped up.
Yeah, completely zipped up, which is probably a terrible idea, because it's a plastic sleeping bag.
Yeah.
I'm sure we were nearly suffocating every time.
There's a
As
funny...
your house didn't have stairs.
It didn't.
Oh, I totally was imagining.
I had some friends' houses with stairs, and we definitely tried to like get in a laundry basket, get on like an inflatable mattress that you can ride downstairs. Real dangerous.
Oh, my friend Benji will bring this up every time I see him, and if you ever meet him, he will tell you that in 6th, 7th grade, we were all in Jackass, and he volunteered. He was the new kid at school, and he's like,
Jackass?
You were into Jackass.
into Jackass, the
I
show.
say like you're in Jackass.
I said
I
in
knew you were a
Jackass.
child actor.
Dude, no wonder your body's so fucked up.
A horrible misspeak.
Child idiot.
I mean, I was. Benji volunteered. He said, because he knew we liked making videos, he's like, what if you guys tie me up in belts and roll me down the stairs?
Oh my God.
And we're like,
Oh,
well,
no.
yeah, I mean, that's a good idea. We should put some pillows, though, so your head doesn't hit the banister. So we did that at least. But it was
Like
called...
a belt around his neck holding a pillow together.
It was bad. I mean, it was about, 8 belts. I don't stand by
Did
this.
he get hurt?
Wait, you tied him up in belts?
Yeah.
Like his arms couldn't move.
Yeah,
Oh.
like he was just kind of, like sarcophagus
Like a
style.
50 Shades kind of thing?
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah, it was hot. Yeah.
And that's how I discovered my sexuality as a child.
Oh.
But kids are fucking dumb. There's also, once you're like little kids, you discover a game, and then I feel like in your brain you're like, it was so fun, I want to recapture that high. Or maybe they just love repetition, and you end up doing that game for the rest of time.
I taught Wes high fives on this trip.
And guess what he loves to do now?
High fives.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone celebrates it every time he does it. So
Yeah.
he's like,
Pretty exciting.
everyone loves this. I'll do it again.
I don't know if we talked about this, but you taught Wes the weirdest call and response. Ping?
Oh yeah. When he would like pick at his shirt, and then we would
It's like a dirt off your shoulder move with
we would
one
say
hand.
ping when we like picked our flicking your shirt. He started doing it so much that we stopped doing it because he would pick at his skin even when the shirt was off, even when we weren't saying ping. I think we might have just verbalized something that he was already doing, like a nervous energy, but I felt uncomfortable about it, so we're not doing ping anymore. Gotta tell all the grandparents that ping is off the table. Everyone thought it was
pinging.
hilarious,
Yeah.
but I'm worried that we're giving him like OCD or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be. I always think about like,
Okay,
Probably, dude. Probably. Yeah, man. I mean, probably.
Really supportive.
I mean, as someone who had it and has it, you get over it.
Or you don't.
Or you don't. Or you really don't. Well, hey, if you have a kid and you're thinking about fun parlor tricks you want to teach them, maybe don't teach them ping, but you could get some advice that'll teach you the cool tricks. Now I'm kind of thinking of your kid as a more advanced dog, but I think there's more to it. Anyway, when you want advice, who do you go to? Who in the world can you trust? Well, there's only one man, the man with advice, and his name is Miles, and he has advice that'll go for miles. This is advice that'll go for miles with your host, Miles Bonsignore.
Hey, my slippery little salmon.
Ew.
I like it.
Ew.
I like that.
You made direct, hard eye contact with me, and your mouth touched the microphone.
Oh,
I've
Do
unsubscribed
you-
from this podcast about 12 times already.
do you want to lose your memories and be a total idiot?
No.
No.
Kinda.
Do you want to live in the past and suck without any of the things that make you great?
No.
Aren't those contradictory? If you lose your memory, you won't be able to live in the past. You don't.
Back up your frigging data.
Nice.
People all around the world, my roommates, my girlfriend included, don't back up their computers. And if you don't back up your stuff, you're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
I've lost so many things. People lose things that are important. Family videos, family photos, that little poem you wrote that was very cute.
Oh, that was a good poem.
That was a great poem. And did you know that hard drives, it's not a question of actually if they're gonna fail. It's a question of when.
Is that so?
It's a question of when.
Even if you don't plug them in, even if they're just in storage.
It's a question of when.
So what do you do, Miles?
All humans die. All hard drives die faster.
That's true. Hard drives are a spinning hurricane of data. There are moving parts in there, unless you get an SSD, and those are super expensive.
Are you talking
have
about
one.
internal or external hard drives?
External hard drives.
Wow, so fucking they both die?
An internal hard drive is like a nuclear reactor.
I'm not sure that's
It's
true.
going to explode and then affect all of your data. You need to have two external hard drives, a main external hard drive and a backup external hard drive. That way, if your computer gets stolen, then you still got the one hard drive. If your computer gets stolen and one fails, you got that third backup. It's critical, it's crucial, it's safe, it's sexy.
What about cloud storage?
I don't think that cloud storage is good. It's not sustainable for me. If you only
expensive, right?
It's expensive and
Also,
it's
it takes a GD long ass time to get that data up on the
Yeah.
internet.
Thanks for refraining from cursing there, Keith. I
Yeah,
appreciate
a
that.
GD.
GD. I did say ass, but I didn't say damn. Oh God.
Oh no, you said
I said God. Oh damn it. Oh.
Don't say his name.
Those are safe ones. You can say damn and ass.
Yeah, you can.
And you can say bitch. On
I don't
TV.
That
know
one
if you can
always
say
surprises
that.
You can say bitch on TV. They say
you can say
bitch
that on
on
TV.
crime dramas all the bitch
They
time.
do. Yeah, they do. They
It's
shouldn't.
bitchin'.
They shan't.
Well, okay. Do you guys back up your phones? Because I don't, and I'm living dangerously every moment of every day.
I don't, except for right before I change phones.
Right,
And I
right.
back it up, but I don't regularly do it. In fact, I try to keep iTunes off on my computer at all costs. I hate it.
yeah, it's-
It always is trying to be like, you want me to play a song for you? I'm like, no, I don't. I'll go. No, get
You know,
out of here.
Did you see they're retiring iTunes?
Thank God.
Good. It
iTunes.
sucks.
What are we gonna do?
Wow.
I hate iTunes.
What about all the What about all the tracks that
What
you
about
bought
all
in
your hot-
2001?
That's
True,
They're on
they should
Spotify.
reimburse you.
What about?
I would just love for Apple to make it so that if you say, "Hey Siri, play some music,"
Oh yeah.
it actually plays music and it doesn't just play the same Beyonce album that you have on your phone over and over and over again. Not that I don't like Beyonce. That's why I bought it in the first place. But it doesn't work well with other services like Spotify.
Oh, shit.
Get on it, Apple.
You know what
Yeah.
I found out this weekend? And I tweeted about it at Corndy. That's a little plug. Beyonce in 2003 did a remix of 50 Cent's In the Club called Sexy Little Thug. And it's her rapping over in the club about wanting a sexy little thug to come give her a hug. And it started getting popular, and 50 Cent had it buried.
Can you still find it?
Yeah, on my Twitter at Corndiddy.
Hey.
Isn't that some fun drama?
Wow.
And it's a
amazing.
good song.
Why didn't Fiddy want?
Because
Beyonce?
he was living, that was his career.
That was
Yeah.
That was him.
Do you guys know what concert only costs 45 cents?
I do. I want you to say it though.
50 Cent featuring Nickelback.
Hey, yo. I love that.
That's
They
pretty
would
good.
never collaborate.
got Miles.
That's pretty good.
I would have laughed had I not heard you say that joke 10 times before, but I still enjoy it.
It's a good joke.
Wait, I want to talk about this storage solution though, because
Yeah.
I don't do this.
Yep.
And I have a backup, but then like I look at my old backups and I have like old hard drives. I have about 4 of them.
Yeah.
Let me try my advice that go for Miles thing.
Well, but I haven't asked the question yet.
Get Google Photos. You don't need the highest quality of all your photos. Spoiler alert, Google lets you store it for free.
Where do they?
Like off your phone?
Up to a limit.
At a medium to high quality. Yeah,
I just had
it's-
to,
it kind of downgrades it a little bit in quality, but they're still there.
I just had to pay for more Gmail storage. I finally
Yeah, I paid
just
for
sucked
it.
up and did
I paid
it.
the $2 a month or
Yep.
whatever it is to have 100, and I already have 50 gigabos in there.
Because I deleted a lot of old emails and like some that I'm like, yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, I just went up, but also it's your Gmail and your Google Drive, and we have just so much shit in that Google Drive right now. That I'm
Yep.
like, well, I'm up to half. I've already filled it up to half, and I used to keep it under 10.
We should have someone go in and kind of clean that
Well,
up.
we can make company accounts, but last we checked, it was pretty expensive.
Yeah, it
but
is
also
expensive, yeah.
when we checked, we weren't making much money.
Right, that was week 1 when we checked.
And right
I'm like,
now,
oh, we don't
because
need that.
We're paying for the tour. We're paying for everything. We don't have a lot of
And now,
extra
right
money
now,
right now.
we still don't have a lot
have
of
a
money
lot of
'cause
things
we
we're-
spent it all on fun
We're
stuff.
paying for up front right now that
The word
we're
is-
waiting to return on.
Deficit financing.
But Zach, in the answer to your question,
Well, okay, so I don't know what. Like, I back everything up, and then
Yeah.
I go to those old hard drives. I'm like, this is all worthless.
yeah, so here's what you got to do. You use Time Machine on your MacBook Pro, and Time Machine, you normally think of it as something to back up your computer to a hard drive, but you can identically back up a hard drive to another hard drive with it. So I have a main drive that I call Alpha Miles. Alpha Miles, it's just a sort of confidence booster.
Yeah. Get
it.
Alpha Miles backs up my computer and like all the stuff that is on that drive to a drive called Alpha Backup. Those two drives are
Not
just
beta miles.
oh, fuck. That would have been fucking awesome.
And you could pick on that miles.
I know. I can
Be
make
like,
fun
you're
of
not
him.
miles enough. You
You suck.
You suck.
So that backups identically. So now when those drives get full, those drives are now retired.
No, but
You get two
okay,
more.
yeah. So that's what I did too. But now I have time machine backups of like there's so much bullshit on my computer that I don't care about. But there's some nuggets in there, so I'm backing up
You
hundreds
gotta
of.
do spring cleaning.
I think after the tour is done, I have to do a whole bunch of cleaning on my computer. But I probably should just do a messy backup right now before we travel all over the country.
That's not something that anyone wants to do.
Smart.
Here's another hot tip. If your hard drive isn't 20% full, your computer will run like 50% slower.
You know what this is making me think of?
It needs to be 20% full.
Oh, sorry, 20%. If you're
Empty.
like
Yeah,
empty,
it needs to
empty.
have. You
That's what I
need
mean.
to have space. You can't have it. You can't have it.
It can't be up
a
to
Pushing the
500
limit.
gigabyte hard drive that has
Over
450 in
80%
it.
full is
Yes,
bad.
bad.
That
You
was
need to.
You've said that in a very strange way.
Well, I'm a strange guy.
Yeah, that's true.
I bet you in the future we're gonna have a Marie Kondo-esque show for digital cleaning.
Data
Maybe we
hoarders,
should
yeah.
make it data hoarders. Yeah.
That's
Data.
pretty
Yeah.
fun, actually. Maybe we should just go ahead and make that data hoarders. We go in and we clean people's.
Yeah.
Digital
you look
lives
at
up.
people's search histories.
It's actually pretty good.
I do
look
it for
at
my
their
roommates because they're crazy. They have
Ooh,
weird stuff. Let me
digital
guess.
hoarders, but then they're also naked while they do that, and at the end, and then they kind of judge whose body they like best.
It's called Clean Slate.
Ooh, I like that.
Clean, or what about Naked Slate?
yeah.
All right, well we got a game show.
We got a game show, Clean Slate. It's a game
Full
show?
circle.
Yeah, it's a game show.
Game show?
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
winner?
and then one person
Yeah, because
wins
the
$10,000.
winner of the cleanest computer gets to, bang the other person that is on the date with them.
Wow.
There we go.
I
yeah,
like
you-
that.
Clean your hard drive. Get a hard.
On.
Oh, wow.
There it is. But we've got a full day of tour work to get to, don't we?
We sure do. We're getting our ears molded.
What does that mean?
They're gonna pour. It's really interesting. So they put the electrodes of the speakers in your ear first, and then they pour this mold into your ear, so it casts your ear, and that is what we'll be wearing in our ears for all the tour.
So that we can
shows.
hear playback over whatever happens.
Yeah. So, but they literally put the wires in your ear first.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then they fill the wax in around it or whatever it is, and then they pluck it out, and that's yours now forever.
I'm excited for that because all those little like nipple earbuds always fall out of my tiny ear, and
Yeah.
I can't stand them.
So check us out on tour, 20 cities nationwide, tryguys.com/tour. Get our new book, Hidden Power of Effing Up, out June 18th, Keith's birthday. Tryguys.com/book.
So much exciting
And
stuff coming this
subscribe
summer.
to the TryPod. Thanks for listening.
This has been the TryPod. We are the Try Guys. Until next time, Keith, hit us with the official TryPod theme song.
Oh, you know it's good listening. You know it is good when you're listening to the TryPod.
Stay beautiful.
You got a little Randy Newman at the end there. I liked that.
I just didn't have any themes I wanted to bring back, so I went for a whole new spin.